there, welcome back to my channel, Uniquely Reagan Handcrafted Cards. Today I'm going to be altering a couple of clipboards to attach a beehive out of my on my Cricut. So I'm going to attach it here. I have a smaller one that's actually going to go on this letter size clipboard, and I have a legal pad clipboard that I'm going to put the larger one onto. So I'm going ahead and decorating these, and then I just cut these out of paper, and perhaps it might have been better to do it out of vinyl, but I am going to be attaching it with Fabri-Tac glue. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to finish building the beehive for the larger one. So I've already attach the bottom of the hive, which is cut in brown paper, and I did distress it with some walnut distress ink. So I've already done that, and I have my top layer here, and I'm using that to start my template. I'm using the negative space of the cut to lay it back on my piece, and that's what I'm going to be just using that to make sure that I get everything laid back into the same position. And since I'm adhering this part to paper, I'm going to adhere it with the art glitter glue. So I'm going to adhere this real quickly. The farmer's market that I go to, we are celebrating National Honeybee Day on August 16th. So that's a really big day for me. Last year we had a really big honeybee celebration, and it was one of my best days of the year. I had everything that I made, with the exception of just a couple of cards, everything that I made for themed honeybees or bees in general, it sold out. So there are a couple of honeybee farmers that come to our market, and one of them had asked me to make her a notepad that would hold a legal size notepad, and I was talking to her about it, and so we came to the conclusion that perhaps a clipboard might be more sturdy for her. And so that's how this idea came about. And I found a few videos online, but not very many, of people altering clipboards. There just were not that many out there that I could find. So what I did was I just went over to Cricut and I found a design that I liked, and I made one. And the first one that I made, which she liked, and she will probably take it, but it was on a black plastic clipboard, and I just wonder about the durability of it. So then I showed the clipboard to a couple of other vendors who also sell honey, or one of them sells honey, and then the other one used to sell honey, but she's really big honey fan. And both of them wanted a similar style, so that's what I'm making another one. And the one who used to sell honey, she wanted she's a teacher, and she just wanted a regular size clipboard. And so see, using that as a template makes everything even, so the placement is even and distributed nicely. So using that as a template really helped. So the next thing that I did was cut out a piece of grass here out of some green cardstock. So I maybe should have cut that one more time. This is pretty thick cardstock here. I might have to give it a little finessing with my scissors in a couple of places. So the one who is a teacher, she used to sell honey. She's not currently. She does a lot of flowers for our market. She's a teacher. She wanted a regular size clipboard, not the legal size. So that's why I'm doing the smaller one for her. But the one that I made out of the black plastic clipboard, I decided I will recreate it in a the wood style clipboard, and then the one who started the conversation, she could choose which one she wanted, and then we'll go from there. So I'm just pulling this grass apart here. I need to just cut this piece. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give the grass just a little bit of highlights, just kind of like I did on the wood piece on the hive. I got some honeycomb added here. Let me add one more to the top, maybe. There we go. I think that looks cool. And then there's the bottom. So I finished my 2 altered clipboards, and they look very similar. One's got a larger beehive and a few more bees on it because it is a larger clipboard, and I added a couple extra filled in honeycombs on this side. So let me know what you think of this project. It's kind of different. I haven't seen anything like this out on YouTube before, so I thought this was a kind of a neat project, and I hope that you liked it. If you like what you see, consider subscribing to the channel. And I do make a lot of cards. I make some mini albums, but I do make other things as well. So hit that like and subscribe button. Come back and see me the next time I have a crafty video up. I wanted to come back and show you the other couple of clipboards that I have altered. These are the 2 that I did with you on camera, the letter size clipboard, and you can see that I added some vinyl to the clip itself to give it some decoration. This is the legal size clipboard, and it also has some vinyl on the top of the clip. So there's the entire clipboard of that. The one that started it all was this black plastic clipboard, and it has a really cool look because it is black, so everything really stands out as compared to the brown one. I just think the cardboard wood one is going to be a lot more sturdy than the black one. So there is the vinyl on the top of that with the honeycomb. So I like both looks. I really like them. And then I made another one because there was another vendor who wanted one, and she just wanted a bit of a different style. So I made a different style honeycomb, but I used some of the same bees because I did already have them cut out. And so there's that one. And this one has a cute little door on the front. It's got a piece of greenery here. And it does have that vinyl on the clip to give it that honeycomb look. So which one do you like the best? Please let me know which one is your favorite. Anyhow, thank you for coming to watch my channel. I hope that you'll come back and see me the next time I have a crafty video. Have a great day. Bye.